Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the February 4th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change. I had a little time for myself. Everything is opposite in my camera. So that's why sometimes I do really funny things and then I'm surprised because I think I'm doing something else. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I'll take a minute to look this over. The question of the day is, where do I turn in times of fear? The passage begins with this person describing how they lost their job and had trouble finding a new one. That this person has been able to make ends meet, but not without fear. And then the passage goes on to say that when this person feels fear, they contact someone in Al-Anon. And that helps them to choose between fear or faith. This person's sponsor reminds them that fear and faith are both feelings of uncertainty. Fear is just something like you just fear the future or something. It's just about the unknown of what is to come. Faith is not knowing, but it involves trust that if we do the footwork, we can give the rest to our higher power. Today's reminder, when we feel fear, we can include our higher power and Al-Anon in part of our solution to help us feel better. And the quote is from Opening Our Hearts, Transforming Our Losses. And even if we don't know where we're going, we can trust that our higher power has a plan for us. Where do I turn in times of fear? Oh, I love a good Al-Anon meeting. I love talking to my sponsor, talking to Al-Anon friends. And I also journal, communicate with my partner. I don't know if I already said that or not. And it depends where I am in the cycle of fear. Sometimes exercise helps. Sometimes rest helps. Making sure that all my basic needs are met. Like hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Sometimes my feelings of fear are exacerbated when I'm hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. So sometimes when I've had a good night's sleep, I'm feeling okay. Sometimes I have a more clear perception and I'm not as fearful. But when things start to feel unmanageable and I'm not feeling balanced, I tend to feel more fearful, I think. So that's where I turn. in times of fear. This has a tab on it. I'm excited to read it. I'm just going to take a minute to look this over. This is about fear and pain and our higher power. It's funny, kind of like the previous reading. It starts off, the passage starts off with thinking that when things don't go well, that this person feels like their higher power is punishing them. But then when they talk to their sponsor reminds them that that's not how it works. Al-Anon literature, going to meetings, spending time outside, making a gratitude list. All things that help this person feel better. And when the fear or the pain passes, this person is saying that they don't truly remember the difficulty. They remember the love of their higher power and the peace of the program. And then, based on the situation, they feel even closer with their higher power. Today's reminder: whenever we're feeling like we're in a difficult place, we can remember that we have a higher power who is always available to provide comfort, guidance, and peace. And the quote is from Sponsorship, What's It All About? And it says, we're never alone because we have our higher power. This is very comforting, very beautiful. And the actual passage that I didn't include in my paraphrasing talks about this person spending time outdoors. It describes the time outdoors and how healing that is. Like this person specifically describes different things that they experienced outside that were very healing and peaceful to them. And that's actually my favorite part of the passage because I can relate to it. I am feeling so much better. I only have 2 days left on my antibiotic. Oh, what a huge relief. So grateful for antibiotics. Just so much to say in that because, of course, I don't want to take antibiotics more than I need them, but I definitely needed it. And I think it costs less than $5. And it's just a miracle, really, because it wasn't healing on its own. And yeah, I don't have to go into my own specific fears about my eye infection, but I always think, it's in your head, it's close to your brain and your sinuses and everything could, it could just be bad. So to get it cleared up is definitely ideal. And my partner and I, that's the thing. So we went to town hall to get our papers to become town meeting members where we live. And that's the surprise, is that my partner said that he would do it with me. So he'll go to meetings with me. I'm so excited. So now we have to get, they recommend 15 signatures of people who live in the same area of town that we do. Excuse me, our town is separated into precincts, so we have to get registered voters who live in our precinct to support us in to sign our piece of paper. And we only need 10, but they recommend 15 because some people might not be registered. They might think they're in our precinct, but they're not. So, and there's a deadline, so we have like a week to get the signatures. So far, we have 3. We each have 3. But we went out early, and the morning's been interesting because it's been like really cloudy, and then it snows, and then the clouds go away, and the sky is blue, and the sun is out, but it's still really windy and cold. So, I don't know. Feeling better just makes me have such a different outlook on everything. And whenever I feel sick and then get better, I'm always amazed at how joyous and miraculous and wonderful everything seems because I don't feel sick. It's a big deal. It's something that is something to be very grateful for, and I am. That was a bit of a tangent, but that's okay. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer in 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.